Season 32 is here. We get to look at the second part of the B-Duck crossover. Let's begin. Welcome back to another episode, guys. Let's get into talking about what we're getting this week. So far as we know, this week we're getting Season 32 that will of course include the essence for this. Essence 1. This essence will contain the S-tier skin for Lawyer called Inverse Mercury, the A-tier skin for Seer called Pure Salt, and the A-tier skin for Geisha called Brimstone. There will of course be some B-tier skins as well, and we can expect ones for First Officer, Thief, Sculptor, and possibly also for Axe Boy. As we talked about this last week, some people were talking about the theme of this essence. I'm still not completely convinced by some of them, but they are very interesting ideas for sure. Along with the new essence, we're of course getting a new logic path as the season begins, and this will include the skin for Barmaid. That's an A-tier skin called Passage of the Rose. I know a lot of people are very excited about this skin, and of course the accessory that goes along with it. It's a blue looking bottle with like a fairy or a dancer on the front of it, and of course there's a portrait and portrait frame that go along with this theme. A new season also brings along new rank rewards. So the rank rewards for season 32 are for Evil Reptilian, Explorer, and for Cowboy, the S tier being for Evil Reptilian, and the A tiers for the other two. Evil Reptilian's S tier is called Evolution, Explorer's A tier is called Falling Leaves, Cowboy's A tier is called Boomerang. They have some interesting effects. I really do like the Evil Reptilian one. It looks very fancy indeed. This week we should also be getting the return of some content from the past, and that will be Gamekeeper's exclusive pet called Possessed Deadwood. So some hunters actually have pets. If you didn't know that, there are only a couple of them. There is one for Smiley Face, there's one for Geisha, and then there's this one for Gamekeeper. And this one is a very weird looking pet, but it's very cool, and it hasn't returned for quite some time. This should be available, as far as we know, in the event shop, so the Spyglass store if you want to call it that, and should be available for around 240 Spyglasses. It's a very, very cool looking pet, and it's definitely worth getting it because who knows when it will return again at this point. How can we forget character days that we're getting this week? We're getting 2 character days, including Gamekeeper's character day on the 21st. That is his 5th character day, meaning that he's going to be getting a wall hanging that you can put on your wall that's essentially just a portrait of him. And also on the same exact day, we're getting Composer's character day, the 21st, that will be his 1st character day and will give him a portrait. Not a portrait to hang on your wall, but a portrait to add to your profile. I also wanted to add this because it's kind of important for some people. This patch is going to bring along the end of the My Little Nightmares crossover, at least part 1. Maybe we'll get part 2 in the future. So make sure that if you want to get those skins that you get them right now, because who knows when they'll come back, if at all. Moving on to talk about some future content, stuff that we can see in the next coming months, maybe weeks, whatever it is like that. Just last week, we got the reveals of which characters are going to be getting skins or champion skins next year. So the team GG was the winner of Koa 7, and every year the winners get to pick 2 characters, 1 survivor and also 1 hunter to get skins the following year, like special skins. The characters that they decided upon are Entomologist and Breaking Wheel. These are very interesting picks, and I'm really excited to see what they do for them, because we've had like 2 Dream Witch skins so far that have come from this because 2 teams voted for Dream Witch in previous years. Oh, anyway. When can we expect these skins? If we look at how they released in the past, it went Season 15, Season 20, Season 25, Season 31. Maybe then that means we'll be getting it in Season 35 or 36. Or it could just be in about a year's time from when we last got the previous champion skins, probably. I'm just guessing here. As the summer is approaching and we're kind of getting into the phase where there's going to be a couple of weeks of probably boring content before we get to the big content, the crossovers and stuff like that, we're going to be getting a mini event on May 30th that's called Glass Beads and Colorful Childhood. This small event is probably only going to have a couple of things, including login rewards probably, and also match missions, and the rewards that you'll be getting that are special apart from fragments and clues will be a little girl themed event portrait and an event portrait frame, similar to what we just got for the game Lovers Day. What a lot of people are going to be excited about is the fact that we've got a crossover coming soon, and it's coming next month as far as I can tell, and that's going to be B-Duck Part 2 crossover. So we just had Part 1 and returned like 2-3 times already, and we've just had the end of the return of this crossover once again. But we know that on June 6th, as far as we can tell, Perfumer and Prisoner are going to be getting some special skins for the crossover. Perfumer's skin at the back there, you can see in the image, is based off of Buffy, and Prisoner is based off of Rice from the B-Duck franchise. You can also see that there is B-Duck and Jack on the screen, and those should be coming as pets as well during the crossover. Once again, it will probably follow the same kind of formulas we've had for B-Duck crossover in the past, so expect the same kind of pricing and same kind of things that we got in the previous events. A small announcement, or a big announcement, that I've got to give you guys for people who've stuck around to the end of the video. We've got a special charity event happening this weekend. It's not an event that's actually in Identity 5, it's actually a community one that I have put together as I do every year. This is the Survive and Thrive charity event where we try to raise money for a mental health charity. If you aren't aware of that already, well, I'm telling you now. I'm going to be doing a special stream on Saturday, and other content creators, other streamers and stuff will also be doing their own streams during the weekend, Friday to Monday, all with the goal of raising as much money as we can for a mental health charity that is Young Minds. I will be posting an announcement video also on this channel during this week, so you'll get a little bit more information about that. But for those who watch only these videos, well, there you go, you get to know this news before everybody else does. Make sure you watch the video on the screen right now if you want to watch more of my content. I'm sure that video is pretty good.